Madison Woods maneuvers a four-wheeler along a dirt trace on the Upper Kings River watershed to a place where ginseng grows wild. Inside the dense oak hickory forest, she carefully steps through a large patch of jewelweed, bloodroot, and wild ginger, all ginseng companion plants, searching.
It always takes a little while to find it.
Suddenly, she spots a mature five-pronged plant covered with pointy oval serrated leaves. Come September, it will hold a small halo of bright red berries containing seed which drop, freeze, and sprout 2 years later. Several tiny ginseng starts are growing beneath the mother plant.
It is at least 13 years because that's how long I've been here. But I think it's older than that. There's several up in here.
Woods and her spouse, Richard Kestrel, operate Wild Ozark Nursery on this steep woodland parcel, which is recovering from successive logging and ginseng poaching.
This area was heavily poached and dug through when no one lived here. All of these hills, people walk through them and dig. Most of the people who do this also will scatter seeds while they're walking around or plant the berries. They always plant the berries back too.
Back to the ground, Woods is referring to ethical diggers who, for generations, were also taught to leave young ginseng plants in place for future harvest. American ginseng, or Panax cincifolius, is listed under the Convention of International Trade of Endangered Species by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. It's illegal to dig wild ginseng root on national and state forests in Arkansas, but permitted on private land between September and December. The Arkansas State Plant Board monitors harvests, which range, depending on the season, between a few hundred to thousands of pounds. In an email for this report, broker Trevor Mills, owner of Mills Ginseng Roots and Herbs in Harrison, says dried Ozark ginseng root sold for $450 per pound last season. He expects the Chinese tariff, now in place, to have scant impact. Madison Woods next checks her ginseng nursery on a shady slope across a cold, rocky creek. Clusters of potted young ginseng plants grow along the meandering trail up the mountain.
Ginseng seedlings, wild simulators is what I call them because I'm planting them as they would grow naturally in the woods. The seedlings I take out and put in pots when it's time to sell them, when someone wants them.
Woods, a retired environmental scientist, is careful to not make any medicinal claims for ginseng, traditionally used as a potent tonic and immune stimulant. The National Institutes of Health Center for Complementary and Integrative Health cites no health benefits for ginseng. Woods occasionally infuses ginseng leaves in her coffee, she says, for stamina, but never harvests wild roots on principle.
I used to live in South Louisiana where no ginseng grows, and I have always been fascinated with ginseng and the plants that grow in that environment. So one of the specific reasons we bought this particular property was because I can grow those plants.
Woods' mission, she says, is to restore depleted Ozarks ginseng habitat in Arkansas. She's cultivating a public plot at Compton Gardens in Bentonville. The once plentiful herb grows only at certain elevations, mostly under protected north or east-facing oak hickory forests.
It's always in little tiny patches where the environment is perfect.
Madison Woods is the only licensed ginseng grower in Arkansas, selling plants mail order and on occasion at farmers markets in Huntsville and Fayetteville.